I'm going to start with our weekly review of market vitals. The S&P 500 hit a new record, the dollar fell, Bitcoin reached an all-time high, and the yield on 10-year treasuries dropped. Shifting to the headlines. In his House testimony, Fed Chair Jerome Powell said the central bank is still on track to cut interest rates this year. However, he remains cautious around the timing of those cuts. Wall Street now expects that the first rate reduction won't come until June. China set its GDP growth target for 2024 at 5%.
Anyway, so look, if you look at the emails, he's basically suggested that he made a play for the company, wanted to take it over, and said that he actually suggested that it turn into a for-profit. And they said, that's a great idea, but we don't want you involved. He made a play to be the CEO and the largest shareholder, and they said no. And I joke that, I sold Netflix at $10 a share. It's now at $5.20. So I'm angry, I've lost power, I've lost wealth, so I'm going to sue Netflix. There is no written agreement between the two, between Elon Musk and the company, that they would pursue any specific vision. So this is nothing but a nuisance lawsuit. And this is bad for the economy, because if you start a small firm and your old firm or other firms start illegally harassing you, it's very difficult to raise money. It's very difficult to attract employees under the auspice of a lawsuit. So I just think this is all around bad. Hopefully a judge will recognize it for what it is and dismiss it right out of hand. But here's the thing. If you're under the age, especially if you're under the age of 35 in this audience, every frame, every piece of media from CNBC, even the words we choose, is meant to fuck you and transfer wealth from you to me. The fear is that we're in a bubble and these stocks could crash. Okay, quick survey. How many of you, let's divide you into two groups. There's people in this room who are investing. You're at a point in your life where you're trying to sequester money from your consumption and invest. You're investing. There's other people who are on the back nine and aren't working as much and need more money, and they're harvesting their investments. You're either in investment mode or you're in harvest mode. How many of you are in investment mode? How many of you are in harvest mode? Okay, about 70, 80% investment mode, 20% harvest mode. If you're in investment mode, if you're the 80% people here, you want a bubble. You want a crash, because the entire shooting match for your wealth when you're my age is your ability to buy these companies at a reasonable price. The stock market is screened. Productivity's gone up like crazy. If minimum wage matched productivity, it'd be at $23 an hour, not at $7.25. We have a hindsight bias. We think, oh, I'm smart. I mean, how many of you actually bought NVIDIA? I didn't.